Hi, I'm Aaron McCoy from Seattle, Washington, and this is my handsome assistant, Colter McCoy, and we're doing this video assignment for week 1 of the Introduction to Music Production Massive Open Online course. Say hi. We're going to demonstrate how to mix corn and black beans for a low budget and delicious Today we are going to demonstrate how to set up your electric guitar or electric bass guitar to record direct into the DAW while being monitored outside the DAW, and also record a simultaneous track through a microphone for a stereo type recording. For this application, we will be using a direct box, an amplifier, and a microphone. To do this, we will also need a digital interface with 2 available XLR or balanced inputs. The first step will be to turn down the microphone preamp input gains and then turn off the phantom power. Sometimes when you turn off the phantom power, it'll send a loud click or pop through your system. So we turn down the input gains first and then turn off the phantom power. Also, turn your amplifier to the off position or to standby. You may also want to make sure your amplifier's volumes and gain are set to 0. Go ahead and turn your guitar volume down as well. Now we will run one end of a 1/4 inch TS cable or instrument cable into the 1/4 inch jack on your guitar or bass. Run the other end of that cable into the input on your DI box, the regular 1/4 inch input. Run another 1/4 inch TS cable from the parallel output of your direct box and run it over to the input on your amplifier. Now take an XLR cable and connect the female end to the XLR or direct output of the direct box. Now we'll take that same cable and run the male end into one of the XLR connectors on your digital interface. We now have the basic setup to record direct into your DAW and monitor or listen to the instrument outside of the DAW from the amplifier, just as we learned in previous lessons. Now we're going to take it one step further and use a microphone to add a separate signal that will record simultaneously to create a stereo track, or 2 mono tracks if you prefer. I am using a Shure SM57 dynamic microphone with a cardioid pattern. It's a good instrument mic. Now, a lot can be said for mic placement. You could fill a book about advice and proper ways to place your mics, but the best advice, of course, is to use your ears. Pretend you are the mic and listen to different areas of your room. I'm going to go with a pretty standard mic placement that is about 3 inches from the grill of the cabinet and about 2 inches from the cone of the center of the speaker. Mic is male, so take the female end of your XLR cable and plug it into your microphone. Most all microphones have male outputs. Take the other end of the XLR cable and plug it into the microphone XLR input of your digital interface. Alright, now you're ready to turn on the amp and go ahead and turn on the standby. Then we can turn up the volume on our guitar. Adjust the volume of your amplifier to a desired level, and then we can move on to your digital interface. Normally this is where you would turn on your phantom power if you were using phantom power. Now we're not going to be using it because we have a dynamic microphone which does not use phantom power, and we also have a direct box which does not use phantom power. I know my direct box looks different, but I'm using it for this lesson as a passive direct box which uses no phantom power. So it's time to set the levels And the good key to setting the levels is to try and get as close to the red as possible without going into the red. You want to get a strong, nice strong signal and no distortion. So almost to the red, but don't go into the red. Once your levels are set, you're ready to get into your DAW and record a stereo track, or 2 mono tracks if you like. Whew. Okay, let's review. Turn down all your volumes and turn your amp off. Plug your 1/4-inch cable into your guitar from the other end into the input of your direct box. Go from the parallel out of your direct box to your amplifier. Now go from the XLR out of your direct box to your digital interface. Now run a microphone to the cabinet of your amplifier. Then run an XLR cable from the microphone to your digital interface. Turn on your amplifier. Turn up the guitar volume. Now go over to your digital interface and turn up the microphone preamp input levels to a decent volume. And don't leave your studio cables looking like this. A quick self-assessment is I learned more from doing this video. It took me longer to do this video than it did to learn how to do the lesson that I taught you. It was a great time, and thank you for hopefully evaluating me. I look forward to your feedback and comments, and I look forward to evaluating some of your presentations.